on the clock. Pecan, 2 seconds. Pecan for the lead. Got it! He got the record at the buzzer! The Briggs for three. Buried! Gallagher pulls up. Gallagher rims it out the field. Slams it down. Cooley up ahead. Dombrowski, the freshman, off the window and one. Go back to Evans, corner three, got it! There's Rowe with the exclamation point as Dunny slams it down. Far side, Dawson unloads, knocks it home. Jenna Dawson by Teslavich, Epps puts it on the floor. Bryce looks to drive in, Epps floats it up, got it! He got it! There's 1,000 for Bryce Epps. It's night number 2 of the MVISBL-Girls division as we have the two-time defending champs AMD Industries versus Lee Supply looking for their first win of the season here in the first game of the evening. Alex Lyons, Jose Negron with you for all the action of this one on MVI Live, and should be a lot of fun to see if AMD continues to roll how they did in night number 1 and the continual emergence of what Rachel Manfredo is going to bring in this league for Lee Supply. Yeah, it's AMD kind of showed on Monday night that they have no signs of stopping. They've won 2 straight here in the MVISBL-Girls division, and a convincing victory over Cedarbrook in a rematch of last year's championship game in the season opener. And you look at really, this AMD roster, and they have so many returning stars. They always draft really well, and when you have a really dominant trio in Eden, like the one in Eden Williamson, Mallory Daly, and Marina Grotto, it really helps a lot. Yeah, a lot of talent all over the floor here in this game and in this league in general. As opening tip goes to AMD. Grotto into the front court. Grotto, right elbow handoff. There's Avery Davis. Davis, foul line, driving in, kicks it out, turns it over to Creech. Creech almost loses the handle. She crosses across midcourt. Far side, that's Skylar Still. Still looks up top at Dawson, picks up her dribble, goes to Creech in the right wing. London Creech directing traffic up top, looks to penetrate, screen by Manfredo. Creech off the window and in. London Creech scores first, and it's 2-0 Lee Supply with 15:26 remaining here in the opening quarter as Daly looks to answer back. Outside Davis, Davis up to Williamson. Williamson full head of seam off the window, no good. Rebound grab down, that's Jenna Dawson. Dawson up ahead, here comes Still across to Creech. Creech picks up the dribble inside, she goes, shot up, no good, letting it fly was Caroline Summer. Up ahead in transition, the official helps save the ball for Daly, and AMD to the triple by Davis, knocks it down. Avery Davis off the friendly bounce, AMD takes the lead. Yeah, Davis had a nice debut as well, the GCC junior, another turnover there. Here's Mallory Daly coast to coast, and she's fouled by Jenna Dawson with 14:46 remaining in the first quarter, half. We'll go with half here this evening. 3-2 lead for AMD. Daly will look to add a pair from the charity stripe. And Lee Supply looking to get in the win column after a season opening loss to Edward Jones as Daly hits the first. 6 points in game number 1 for Mallory Daly. The rising junior at Seton LaSalle rattles around and rattles home. 2 for 2 for Mallory Daly, and it's a 5-2 advantage for AMD over Lee Supply as Creech looks to cut into the deficit, goes to Dawson from 13 out, rattles out, no good. Creech on the rebound, won't fall, and the loose ball makes its way over to Avery Davis. Davis, there's Reeder. Reeder on her high school teammate. Dawson goes up, no good, and a foul underneath. Looks like Rachel Manfredo, the guilty party, and that will be the case. As that will send Farrah Reeder to the charity stripe. 3 points in the first game of the season for Reeder, 0 for 1 from the stripe to start here tonight. 14:27 remaining here, opening half, 5-2 in favor of AMD. An empty trip at the stripe for Farrah Reeder. Rachel Manfredo, 20 points in her debut, comes to Creech on the near side. Creech inside, Manfredo up over Williamson, off the window, around the cylinder and in, as Rachel Manfredo makes it a 1-point game with 14:08 remaining here in the half. Davis, triple at the other end, knocks it through again. Avery Davis with 6.
Yeah, she's getting going from three-point range.
As off the steal, Daly the miss, and then the loose ball ricochets and almost saved by Grotto. And somehow Avery Davis fell to the final pick of round number 1 for AMD, who had by far the best draft out of anybody this year, as Creech up over the divider. Creech tries to split a pair, slows down, onto the floor it goes. Battle for it and a tie-up called as Farrah Reeder joins in to force the dual possession.
You know, what you just said too, Alex, that's terrifying for the rest of the division. The fact that, you know, team that's won 2 straight here in the MVISBL had the best draft.
Picked up, again, Davis, Eisenberg, Klobuchar, along with Cochran, a lot of young talent to go along with this loaded roster as Reeder in transition. Great defense by Skylar Still. And here comes Jenna Dawson in transition. Grotto the steal and the score. Marina Grotto onto the board, as it's a 10-4 AMD lead with 13:15 remaining in the half.
Excellent defense there by Marina Grotto.
Almost another steal there. She had 3 in the first game. Still up top, and she's going to be fouled by Eden Williamson. Dawson, the trigger in front of us. Needs some help, goes to Manfredo. Manfredo in the left wing. Rachel Manfredo, foul line right, block off the window and in. 2 more for Manfredo, as Williamson looks to answer the other way, coast to coast for 2, as Eden Williamson onto the board. It's a 12-6 lead for AMD, 12:45 remaining here in the half, as Creech cuts ever closer, her second bucket of the game, and it's now a 12-8 advantage still for AMD. Over the divider comes Williamson. Williamson in the right wing, Eden Williamson around the horn to Daly. Daly drives in underneath. Daly throws it up and throws it in. Mallory Daly up to 4. 6-point AMD advantage here in half number 1. 12:15 remaining as the ball ricochets into the Lee Supply bench.
Yeah, and right now we're seeing a lot of depth for AMD. A couple of different scorers with Davis, Daly, Grotto, and Williamson. And on the other side, Lee Supply has relied on 4 points apiece from Manfredo and Creech.
So Starrick checks in for Lee Supply, while joining the party for AMD is Emily Eisenberg. As Williamson took it herself, comes up short. Reeder, the rebound, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Skylar Still. And, you know, Lee Supply, they've still been without their luxury of their second-round pick from this year in either of their 2 games in Autumn Matthews.
Yeah, and that's another threat that they can have on the offensive end of the floor. Very good player from York that they're going to rely on a lot this summer.
As Daly adds 2 more, give her 6 and a 16-8 lead for AMD. Far side Still over the divider. Skylar Still kicks it out. Summer flips it near side. Dawson, Jenna Dawson looks to drive in. Dawson down the lane, left block, layup will fall for Jenna Dawson. First point for Dawson here tonight. Lead down to 6 for AMD with 11:30 remaining in the half. As there's Williamson. Williamson, right wing, up top. Eisenberg drives in. Left block off the window and in for Emily Eisenberg. As it's an 8-point advantage for AMD with 11:15 remaining here in the opening half. Dawson off the inbound. Up ahead to Still. Skylar Still. Drives in, kicks it out. Extended post shot up from the baseline. No good by Summer. Rebound, Manfredo off the window, won't fall. Summer follows up and knocks it through. 30-second timeout called by AMD after Summer cuts it back down to a 6-point disadvantage. 18-12 your score with 10:58 remaining here in the opening half. AMD on top of Lee Supply. And big thanks to AMD Industries, who provide acid mine drainage, water treatment, and environmental protection. If you have a site requiring treatment of acid mine drainage, contact AMD at 724-938-2657. They'll arrange to meet you at your site and discuss how they can help you with your treatment needs. (18-12) advantage here for AMD out of the timeout with 10:59 remaining. AMD basketball, their pace right now by the 6 from Daly and 6 from Avery Davis. 4 for Creech and Manfredo apiece. As near side, it's Daly. Daly drives in, off the window and in. Mallory Daly with 8. In the first 6 minutes of this game, Daly's already surpassed her total from night number 1 where she had 6.
We know how good she is. We know that she can go from a 6-point night to a 20-plus point night in a matter of days.
Yeah, Daly an absolute force to be reckoned with as we'll head back the other direction, AMD basketball.
We got to see her plenty of times during the high school season playing against California and Sarah Catholic.
As Klobuchar checks in along with Cochran for AMD Industries is in the right wing. That's Grotto. Grotto pressured by Creech. Up top, Mallory Daly. Daly looks to drive. Daly down the lane, throws it up. She's fouled. She'll shoot 2. Second trip to the line tonight for Mallory Daly. As the foul goes against Mia Sosterik. Another one falls for Daly. Checking in will be Rachel Black, replacing Jenna Dawson. 2 for 2 once again for Mallory Daly. Give her 10, and it's a 10-point advantage for AMD Industries with 10:15 remaining here in the opening half. Manfredo turns it over. There's the steal by Daly, but she turns it right back over to Manfredo. Manfredo double team Creech all alone. Creech pulls up mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound, Cochran has it poked free. Summer lost it to Daly. Daly and Summer, they tangle up in a dual possession called, and it's going to be AMD basketball with 9:55 remaining here in the opening half and a 10-point advantage for the 2-time defending champs.
Yeah, it seemed like nobody wanted the ball there.
Over the divider, that's Grotto, lost the handle, gets it back. Far side, Eisenberg. Eisenberg, left wing, drives in. Eisenberg up top, Klobuchar looks to penetrate, bounce pass out. Cochran off the deflection, goes to Daly in the right wing. Mallory Daly looks to penetrate, flips it out, Klobuchar drives the baseline. Klobuchar underneath, Cochran puts it up, no good. Rebound long, that finds Eisenberg. Grotto, one more, that's Daly. Daly drives in, floats it up, no good. Rebound grabbed down by Manfredo. Dual possession is the call, and it's going to be Lee Supply basketball with 9:21 remaining in the half. AMD continues the press. Skyler still off the inbound, back the other way. Still spinning past the pair. Still there, so Sterick couldn't get the handle cleanly as a foul called on Emily Eisenberg. Skyler still the trigger on the near side. Up top, there's Black inside Manfredo. Manfredo goes over the defense, no good. Rebound, Creech couldn't get the handle cleanly as it pinballs out of bounds off the fingertips of London Creech. (22-12) your score. AMD on top with 8:57 remaining here in the half. There's 2 more for Grotto. Give 24 to the 2-time defending champions as a foul trying to break the press, as it will go against the Shea Cochran.
You might ask what separates AMD from everybody else every year, and it's the depth. You know, the fact that they get all their girls here every single game. They're able to keep everybody fresh. You know, look at what's happening right in front of us. A full line change for AMD. No other team in this division is capable of doing something like that.
Yeah, you're bringing in here two sharp shooters as well, and Williamson and Avery Davis, along with Brianna Dawson, Demetria Cox, and Chloe Harger is up ahead. Cox with the steal. Cox has it knocked out of bounds off the hands of the South Fayette soccer standout Rachel Black.
And in adding Avery Davis and Eden Williamson to the court, you take off Grotto and Daly, and you basically keep that same production in the lineup.
And you keep your stars fresh.
Correct.
Instead of the likes, you have to play Manfredo and Creech the majority of the game, but Avery Davis stays hot from beyond the arc. As the other way, Black off the window and in. Rachel Black's first points of the summer. It's 27-14, AMD on top. There's Eden Williamson. Williamson in the right wing. Williamson drives in, off the glass, no good. Rebound Dawson. Brianna Dawson in a tie up underneath. It's going to stay with AMD Industries as Jenna Dawson going to check back in for Lee Supply. 7:53 remaining here in the opening half. 27-14 your score. AMD on top. Dawson the trigger. Into Davis. Davis to Williamson. Williamson doesn't use the screen, drives in, and blocked by Manfredo. Now it's Creech up ahead, coast to coast. Creech to Dawson, one dribble back, corner triple. Way off the mark for Jenna Dawson.
And that matchup between Williamson and Manfredo has been one to watch here today. Williamson only 2 points. Manfredo's only been held to 4 points. I know Marina Grotto was watching her at some points too, but this is that matchup that you would expect between two really good players in Williamson and Manfredo.
As underneath, Dawson, too strong, rebound, Creech. She'll dribble it back out beyond the arc. Creech circles back down the lane. Kick out, Jenna Dawson. Dawson inside, Manfredo. Manfredo up over Davis, back iron, no rebound. Brianna Dawson. As back the other way, AMD comes with Eden Williamson. Down the lane, off the window and in for Eden Williamson. Give her 4, and it's a 29-14 AMD lead. As here comes Dawson. Dawson, now it's Manfredo. Manfredo up top, driving in. Now pulls back. Dawson guarding tightly on Manfredo. Far side, London Creech. Creech penetrates down the lane, right block off the window, and 1 for London Creech. Give her 6. She'll look for 1 more at the stripe. As the foul goes against Cox, her first, team's 4th. As Tatum Ozak, the rising sophomore from Plum, will give a breather to Rachel Manfredo.
Just saw what makes London Creech such a great basketball player. Just no fear getting to the hoop, making something happen, getting an extra shot.
Rebound by Williamson. You know, just a rising sophomore, and the one thing you could say that Creech needs to add is just overall consistency. And being just a sophomore, definitely going to be something you're going to see a lot of her adding throughout the course of this summer into her next few years of high school ball, as it's Williamson in the corner. To the right elbow, pulls up, no good. Rebound underneath. Brianna Dawson surrounded by a pair of Lee Supply players as Black takes it away, back the other way, and a foul in transition on AMD. As Cox picks up her 2nd, team's 5th. As we'll see Sesteric replace Ducey and Reeder replace Cox. Creech in the backcourt off the inbound. 6 minutes even on the clock here in half number 1. 29-16 AMD lead. Creech pulls up for 3, no good. Rebound, pinball's free. There's Mia Sesteric. Sesteric left wing with the triple all alone, no good. Rebound finally goes to AMD. Back the other way, Davis pushing the issue. Davis to Williamson. Williamson, no good, but she's fouled and will shoot 2. As Eden Williamson to shoot a pair here. First shot no good for Eden Williamson. Williamson, first team all-section this year for Trinity. Also made it to the state level in track. A jumper for Trinity as she corrects the ship second time by. Give 5 to Eden Williamson. 30 for AMD. They're up by 14 here in the first half. Handoff Dawson. Jenna Dawson. Up top, Dawson drives in, down low, off the window and in. Add 2 to the total of Jenna Dawson, give her 4. And it's a 30-18 lead still for AMD with 5:20 remaining in the opening half. Other end, it's Avery Davis. There's Williamson now. Eden Williamson. Wanted the screen, didn't get it. Manfredo guarding tightly, still wants it. Now Reeder provides it. Williamson has help up top. That's Harger. Harger to Davis. Avery Davis. Back to Harger, guarded by Mia Sosteric. Bounce pass off to Williamson. Eden down the lane. Eden around a pair, off the window and in. Eden Williamson up to 7. And it's a 32-18 lead for AMD with 4:40 remaining here in the half.
Yeah, she found a way to get past a really good defensive effort there by Manfredo.
Davis, the rebound, will push the issue back the other way. Davis, Williamson. Williamson back to Davis for 3 again. Off the mark, rebound grab down by Dawson.
I think that's her first miss from beyond the arc.
As back the other way, it's Rachel Manfredo up top. Dawson for 3. No good. Rebound by Farrah Reeder. Reeder to Williamson. Eden Williamson back the other way in transition. Williamson top of the key. 4 on the clock here, half number 1. Williamson drives in on Black, stops up, out to Davis for 3 again. Buried again! Avery Davis's 4th 3 of the game. Give her 12, and it's a 35-18 AMD lead here with 3:50 remaining in the half. Back the other way, Rachel Black in the left wing, penetrates to the left block, off the glass and in for Rachel Black's 2nd bucket of the game for the rising senior. 35-20 your score, AMD holding a 15-point advantage, and a timeout called by AMD Industries. .334 remaining here in the half. 35-20 your score, AMD on top. 12 for Davis, 10 for Daly, and 7 for Williamson. Spread out scoring. No surprise, we see that once again for this AMD squad.
Yeah, and it seems like it's every game. You know, there's so much balance here. They're a strong defensive team. It's really hard to score against them. It's just this AMD team every year, it seems like, is the full package. And you mentioned, Alex, the Trinity players in the girls division. The dominance that they have had. There's not been a Trinity player. Every MVP in this league has been a Trinity player. 2 years ago was Kaylin Vienick from this AMD team. Last year was Alyssa Clutter from Cedar Brook. Maybe signs of something to come for Eden Williamson, I guess, if history repeats itself.
Definitely a possibility. I'd be surprised if it's not maybe one of the big 3 or 4. I mean, I guess you can really say big 4 on this AMD team.
Yeah, if you add Avery Davis to the mix, and every player on this AMD team just does their job. I mean, it's very impressive. As
there's Farrah Reeder inside, and a travel will send us the other direction. We'll go back the other way with 3:22 remaining here in the half. There's Skylar still past the pair, knocked out of her hands by Daly. And the tie-up is not forced as Daly's able to kick it off to Grotto. Grotto in transition. Grotto down the lane, off the window, no good. Rebound Reeder. Reeder puts it up, blocked by Rachel Manfredo. Dawson off to Manfredo. Here comes Rachel Manfredo into the front court. Manfredo, and she's fouled, trying to split Eisenberg and Grotto. Is Grotto the guilty party that time by? So Sterick being pressured tightly in there, and a foul on the inbound attempt by Reeder, trying to force it into Manfredo was Mia Sterick.
It's going to send Manfredo to the free throw line with just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
Only the second player to get to the charity stripe tonight is Rachel Manfredo. Standout from McKee Sport. First team all-section for the Tigers this past season, knocks down the first.
Yeah, first point since the 12:58 mark here in this half. So 10 minutes of holding her scoreless. Pretty impressive for AMD.
2 for 2, Rachel Manfredo. It's a 35-22 AMD lead as Bella Klobuchar deep for 2 knocks it down. As the rising sophomore gets those 2 points right back for AMD with 2:44 remaining here in the half. Far side, almost a steal, but Skylar still for a second was able to have it. Then Grotto to Daly off the window, no good. Rebound grab down by Still, and then the tie-up is called, and it's going to stay with AMD. Shot no good by AMD. Manfredo pushing the pace, splits 2. Manfredo with the right, gets it to fall. Up to 8 goes Rachel Manfredo. As she cuts into the deficit ever closer goes Lee Supply. As there's Daly. Daly, underhand, Eisenberg, baseline jumper buried. Emily Eisenberg's second bucket of the game. 39-24. AMD on top, waning minutes of half number 1. Another steal for AMD Industries. There's Daly pushing the pace. Mallory Daly, coast to coast, over Manfredo, no good. Rachel with the rebound. Creech one-on-one with Klobuchar, and Klobuchar gets the foul on London Creech. So it'll be 1-1 for London Creech as Lachey Cochran will replace Farrell Reeder.
I think that's a good foul on Klobuchar's part, being able to rather send Creech to the line and let her earn it from the free throw line than just giving her an easy bucket.
I think also something that probably goes unnoticed there is Creech sends it through for her 7th point of the game. Great job by Mia Sesteric to follow that play as well. Even if that foul doesn't happen, you get a missed shot. So Steric was right there to clean up the rebound if it would have come. It's
those little things that, this team is very good at. Just the hustle is always there.
2 for 2 goes London Creech. It's 39-26 in favor of AMD over Lee Supply with 1:45 remaining in the opening half. Game 1 of 3 here tonight. As full slate of games on tap here on MVI Live. Eisenberg around Dawson. A good move, just couldn't get the roll. Creech, Summer too far, out of bounds. And no deflection, so it's AMD ball with 1:35 remaining in the half.
And turnovers have been an issue for Lee Supply in the first half. 11, most of them created by this strong AMD defense.
There's Eisenberg. Now it's Grotto. Grotto back to Eisenberg, drives in, kicks it out. Cochran, extended post jumper from the left side, won't go. As Cochran keeps it alive. There's Grotto shot comes up short. Grotto almost saves it, but steps on the baseline and will head back the other way with 1:08 remaining here in the half. Important that Lee Supply finds a way to cut closer before the break, as Creech will look to do right that, driving down the lane, and she'll shoot 1-1 again with 1:02 remaining here in the opening half.
Yeah, I think if you're Lee Supply, you want to try and trim this to at least 10 before the end of the half.
Creech,
get a couple free throws here, get a stop, and get another bucket.
Creech 2 for 3 from the stripe. Misses that one. Won't get another. As back the other way, AMD. See if they're in any hurry. As a clean lane kick out, Eisenberg. Short corner jumper won't fall. As here comes Klobuchar. Klobuchar back to Eisenberg. Eisenberg looks to drive in, kicks it back out to Daly. Mallory Daly up top with 40 on the clock. See if AMD decides to kill the last 40. Daly decides not to, off the glass and in for Mallory Daly, tying her teammate with a game high of 12. 30 seconds remaining in the half. Here comes Black. Black down low off the deflection. Olzak turns it over. It's Daly the steal. Here comes Daly, 20 on the clock. To Grotto off the window and in. Daly to Grotto. And AMD extending their advantage. As Summers shot no good. Rebound, Creech puts it up, won't fall. Creech, third opportunity off the iron, no good. 2 seconds remaining. And Grotto just chucks it at the hoop, no good. But AMD, a late run, gives them the 43-26 advantage at the half. 12 for both Davis and Daly. And AMD 43-26 at the end of half number 1 right here on MVI Live. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have half number 2 for you and some half number 1 numbers right here on MVI Live. Marble Diamonds and Jewelry, a third-generation family-owned and operated business since 1964. Whether you are looking to propose, promise, celebrate, or surprise, Marbills has the expertise, selection, and price to make your shopping experience relaxed and easy. Visit our showroom located at 112 Pricedale Road in Bell Vernon, or call us at 724-929-6633. Marble Diamonds and Jewelry, your journey, your jeweler. Valdesari's Bakery, located 513 Broad Avenue in Bell Vernon, providing the Mon Valley with delicious fresh baked breads, buns, and other sweet treats since 1903. Along with our store location, we offer fundraising and wholesale options. For more information, call us at 724-929-8040 or visit us Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and tell them the Mon Valley Independent sent you. Before or after the game, stop by Dogs, the Mon Valley's newest sports bar and restaurant. Great food, 9 10-foot big screen TVs to watch your favorite sports events, live music every Thursday night, all your favorite bottled beers, plus 16 more on tap, and we serve breakfast every day until 11 a.m. Dogs in the Walmart Lowe's Plaza in Bell Vernon. One half in the books, and AMD Industries up 43-26 over Lee Supply. 12 points each for Avery Davis and Mallory Daly, while pitching in with 7 is Eden Williamson. 6 for Marina Grotto. On the other side of things, 8 for London Creech and 8 for Rachel Manfredo. At the break, it has been basically all AMD doing whatever they want here in this one. As no surprise, AMD has once again controlled the tempo of the game, and also no surprise, the AMD coaches are still not necessarily happy with the performance so far.
Well, you heard in the first half, I think at one point, they were up by 10 points, and Bria Rathway said, "We're losing," and some of the players are like, "But we're up by 10." And you're like, "No, have the mindset of the fact that we're losing. We need more," which just speaks to the high expectations that this group has. They want to be able to win games, and they want to play at their best every single night. Whether you're up by 10 or you're up by 3, you got to be at your best, and they want to be at their best at every second of every game.
Yeah, and while we have a second, for those asking, because I know there's a couple out there, we will have running scoreboard graphics once again. The laptop that can operate all that is finally coming back to us.
Yep. Should
be by tomorrow, if not definitely next week.
Okay, well, Noah Yarton, assistant coach for AMD, will be happy about that.
I did tell him that.
He tweeted at us yesterday.
Still up and 1 to start. Skylar Still's first bucket of the game will send her to the stripe. I'm very excited about it as well. It's been a long time coming, and I cannot wait to have it back.
And I am excited that you're excited about it.
It's the little things in life, Jose. And that's not even really a little thing.
It's going to make the production, so much better, and, we're happy about it.
Yeah, gives us a better opportunity to showcase these athletes even more, and that's what it's really all about, showcasing these talented athletes and what they can do, and that's what Grotto can do, straight to the cylinder for 2, as it's 45-28 AMD with 15:35 remaining in the half. Still doubled up, and there goes Daly with another steal. Mallory Daly tenacious on defense here tonight. There's Williamson. Williamson inside. Grotto, great defense by Summer. Getting back to knock it away. Tries to work her way around two and does with a pass up to Jenna Dawson. Jenna Dawson, the Bell Vernon standout up top. Dawson to Summer. Summer baseline into Manfredo, and it's knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Lee Supply. And the thing about Jenna Dawson, Jose, we've seen it. When she gets going, almost unstoppable from beyond the arc. But
yeah.
The issue right now, she hasn't found that stroke from outside this summer yet. But it's coming.
It's inevitable. I mean, we've seen it so many times in the high school season and throughout her years playing in the summer league. As there's another steal by Mallory Daly.
And there's the score for Daly. Give her 14. As Mallory Daly putting on a show here this evening. Summer turns it over. There's Grotto's turn with the steal. Grotto coast to coast, and Skylar still picks up the personal. As Caroline Summer out, Mia Sosteric in. Sosteric right in the face of Avery Davis. Inbound goes to Davis, who used the screen to get away. As another switch, and now it's Manfredo guarding Davis. Still in on Daly, inside Williamson, Eden Williamson. Williamson working in the paint. Beautiful post move, works for two for Williamson. Give Eden 9. And it's a 49-28 lead for AMD. Creech looks to cut into it, no good with the triple. Here's Williamson in transition. Eden a little ahead of herself, got control back, kicks it off. Grotto. Grotto inside Reeder, outside Davis for three. That one short, rebound Reeder. Farrah Reeder looks to drive in on Mia Sosteric. Across she goes, corner three. Williamson rattles out, no good. Jenna Dawson with the board. Got it away from her high school teammate Farrah Reeder. As underneath, Manfredo, kick out, Creech, catch, release, no good. Rebound poked out of bounds as Daly and Grotto both went fighting for it. Dawson the trigger now. Jenna Dawson outside, Skylar still guarded by Farrah Reeder. Still, far side, Sosteric. Mia Sosteric inside, Manfredo off the glass, no good. Rebound, Williamson. Eden Williamson pushing the pace. Williamson foul line. Kick out, Davis for three again. That one short, rebound, Creech. Creech will look to push the issue coast to coast. Davis back on defense, too strong, off the window for London Creech. And now it's Grotto as it's turning into a track meet here in quarter number two. Grotto off the mark. Manfredo now, 49-28 lead for AMD, as still fouled on her way up by Avery Davis. Skylar Still, the rising sophomore from Winchester Thurston, heads to the stripe for the second time today. Now 0 for 2 at the line after that miss. (49-28) AMD lead. Still puts it up and still rattles, no good. Rebound by Eisenberg. Here comes Emily Eisenberg into the front court. Eisenberg surveys, driving left. Eisenberg has it knocked off her knee and out of bounds. And back the other direction we go as here comes Rachel Black back in, replacing London Creech. And I think the big thing, too, you look at for Lee Supply right now, they may have 4 on the bench, but it's still kind of a lack of some certain depth you expected to have. As another steal by Mallory Daly. Daly does it again. Add 2 more to the total of the rising junior. But, you know, you're missing a big presence inside to help take pressure off from Manfredo and Matthews. And I think you're missing just a ton of pure athleticism with Angelina Massey being unavailable.
Yeah, and you look at kind of what they lost from last year's team. You know, Jasmine Fisher was a big ball handler for them. You know, 2 years ago they had Gracie Fairman, so a lot of guards that departed the last couple of years.
Rachel Black up to 6. Didn't score in the first night, lost to Edward Jones. As there's Williamson. Williamson has Eisenberg. There's Eisenberg, top of the key. Emily Eisenberg looks to drive in. Eisenberg shot knocked away by Rachel Black. Now it's Sesteric, gets around Eisenberg. Mia Sesteric racing in down the lane, floats it up, back iron, no. Rebound grab down Eisenberg. Now Williamson slows down the pace. Not something you say much about AMD. 11:40 remaining in the half, 51-30 your score in favor of AMD Industries as there goes Daly into the paint as she's fouled on her way in. As Bella Klobuchar along with Deshae Cochran in, Reeder and Davis out. Mallory Daly the trigger outside Eden Williamson, catch and release triple, knocked through for Eden Williamson. She goes into double digits at 12. You know, it feels like it's been the Mallory Daly show, but there's Eden Williamson right there still in double digits once again.
Yeah, it seems like kind of a silent 12 points for her. You know, Avery Davis is up there with 12, and I believe Marina Grado is right there knocking on the door with 8. So a lot of balance here for AMD as they just continue to roll here.
As here's Mia Sesteric. Sesteric over the divider, guarded by Bella Klobuchar. Sesteric, top of the key, screen by Manfredo, poked free, that's by Eisenberg, loose ball. Klobuchar, first one there, picks it up, gives it to Williamson who wheels back outside. Cochran all alone. Cochran drives in, off the window and in. Deshae Cochran onto the board. And it's 56-30. AMD running away once again, like they did in night 1. As Summer up top, kick out. There's Ducey. Gabby Ducey, the 5'4" rising freshman, hands it off Summer. Summer to Black. Black, foul line, drives in, handle lost, but poked back outside to Summer in the left wing. Floats it inside, poked away by Mallory Daly, denying the inbound. As London Creech re-enters, Mia Sesteric out. Inbound, Manfredo off the deflection. Manfredo lost the handle, got it back. Rachel got it outside off the hands of Summer. Here comes Eisenberg. Emily Eisenberg pulls up from 16, no good. Rebound by Black and a foul called on AMD with 10:16 remaining in the half. 56-30 your score in favor of AMD Industries. There's London Creech. Creech back the other way. London down low, inside. Summer puts it up, no good. Rebound by Williamson. Eden Williamson in transition, up ahead. Klobuchar. Klobuchar goes to cut across, but travels first.
Nearing a minute without a bucket here as both teams kind of going back and forth with empty possessions. Lee
Supply only 4 points this quarter, make it 6. And that's the first bucket this half for Rachel Manfredo. 56-32. As there's Daly deep for 3, knocks it down. Mallory Daly up to 19. Creech gets it in, Manfredo. Back to Creech. Creech walks the tightrope. London Creech looking for help. It's up top in Summer. Summer drives in, left block off the glass, no good, but she's fouled. As Caroline Summer gets set to shoot a pair. Plays for Slam Basketball as her travel team. Sends the first one through. Third point of the evening for Caroline Summer. Manfredo and Ducey out. Ozak and Jenna Dawson in. Summer no good, rebound grab down by Cochran over Creech. Here comes Eden Williamson. Williamson top of the key, Eden backpedals, pressured by Creech, screened by Klobuchar. Eden Williamson looks to penetrate, back to Klobuchar. Klobuchar into the left wing, poked away. That's by Dawson. Jenna Dawson off to the races. Dawson puts it up off the window. No good. Foul on Mallory Daly. A little surprised that Daly got the call, especially with how out of control Jenna Dawson kind of put that one up.
Yeah, I thought it was actually going to fall and she was going to have a chance for that three-point play, but she hits the first, and full line change here for AMD once again.
Jenna Dawson was first team all-section for the Bell Vernon Leopards, and her summer league coach and high school head coach, Caitlin Slagus.
Yeah, season after having knee surgery.
6 points now for Jenna Dawson, 59-35 AMD on top, as it's taken on the far side by Grotto. Bounce pass into Reeder. Reeder going to work up, and she's fouled by Summer. That's where Farrah Reeder can be oh so dangerous. It's not even the height, the size, anything. It's just the pure aggression you see out of Farrah Reeder that makes her so dominant underneath.
Yeah, she's a great athlete. That helps in every facet, and we know how good of a soccer player she is as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Farrah Reeder, a standout on the soccer field. Also a very good track athlete for Bell Vernon as well. 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. Farrah 0 for 4 there tonight, but got the deflection at the other end.
Yeah, she got the deflection, was able to force the turnover, and now goes right back to AMD.
59-35 AMD on top with 8:47 remaining in the half. Grotto left wing. Guarded by Creech. Foul line, drives in with the left hand. Back iron, no. Now it's Creech back the other way. Summer, or make that Black off the glass and in. Rachel Black up to 8 points. As there's Dawson. As Jenna Dawson's going to come out of this game, as that's why the whistle blew, and not what you want to see if you're Lee Supply or anybody in general.
Yeah, she came off limping a little bit. I don't know if she was favoring that left knee.
That's a great job by the AMD staff as well, saying hold the ball, hold the ball. Wanted to make sure Dawson got off, as Grotto no good. Rebound Cox.
I'll stay with AMD Industries.
Cox gets it in. Harger, catch, release, no good off the back iron. As back the other way, here comes Manfredo pushing the issue. Rachel down the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Olzak fouled underneath. And that's going to be Cox's third. Olzak first shot up and in, as that's Tatum's first point of the season. This is her first game. As Olzak goes 2 for 2. The rising sophomore at Plum. We also have Pascal Olzak, a rising junior from Plum in the league. We'll see her later on tonight for Edward Jones. As Reeder no good, rebound grab down, that's Caroline Summer. Here comes Summer in transition. Summer in the left wing, goes off to London Creech. Creech drives in, left elbow, and lost the handle out of bounds. And it's going to be AMD basketball with 7:39 remaining in the half. So Starrick in, Tatum Olzak out. Grotto up over the divide, top of the key, guarded by Creech. Grotto left wing. Creech continues to pressure. Surveys her options, in no rush, wants the screen. Doesn't get it, now in the left wing, drives down, splits two, keeps possession. And magical for Marina Grotto to give her 10. As here comes Summer, puts it off the window, no good. Rebound ripped down by Reeder. Now it's Grotto in the left wing. Grotto to Cox. Cox trying to bully her way down low, and a travel on Demetria Cox, and back the other way we go. 6:58 remaining here in the half. 61-39 in favor of AMD over Lee Supply. As here comes Rachel Black. Black in the left elbow. Now it's Sosterek. Mia Sosterek. Top of the key. Surveys inside. Manfredo denied by Grotto. Back the other way. Cox floats it up for Grotto. And that one just off the fingertips and out of bounds. Lee Supply takes over. It's the penultimate night here of week number 1 in the MVISBL. Final night of girls action for week 1, as inside Dawson with the steal. Here comes Brianna Dawson. Dawson driving in. Dawson flips it out. Nobody home. Lee Supply will take over with 6:23 remaining in the half as Skylar Still replaces London Creech.
Now 4 players in double figures for AMD. By Mallory Daly's 19.
I think the impressive thing as well, we haven't really touched on a lot, and a name we haven't said a lot, is Sosterek off the mark. Rebound taken away by Rachel Manfredo, and that's the point I was making. We haven't seen a lot of Rachel Manfredo here this half. Just 2 points for Rachel, who had 20 last game. And right now, AMD has focused on Manfredo, and it's been tough life for the rising junior from McKee Sports.
Yeah, they took London Creech out of the game, when she was on the floor as well. She was held scoreless here in the second half after having 8 in the first.
There goes Brianna Dawson into Reeder. Reeder working on Manfredo, gets her to go up, but Manfredo got a hand on it. Now it's Black, turns it over. Farrah Reeder. Reeder down the lane to the left, blocked again, but it's a foul on Manfredo, and she can't believe it. As 2 shots here for Farrah Reeder. 0 for 4 from the line tonight is Farrah. Just not falling here for Farrah Reeder from the charity stripe in this one. 61-39 AMD on top with 5:40 remaining in the half. Reeder looks to right the ship here. She will not. As Cox got away with a bit of a jersey grab on Manfredo, as Manfredo now to Still. Up top, Skylar Still, foul line. Wheels back, guarded by Davis. Still looks to penetrate, and a whistle and a foul underneath.
That's going to be on Cox.
That's her 4th here in this one. Rachel Manfredo at the charity stripe. No good, so Manfredo won't get a second on the 1-and-1 as the ball pinballs out of bounds. His subs will come in. Klobuchar in along with Cochran, joining Avery Davis, Brianna Dawson, and Chloe Harger for AMD. Up top, Davis, guarded by Still. Davis to Harger in the left corner, drives in, puts it up, off the mark, rebound, grabbed down by Olzak. Olzak got it off to Mia Sosterek. Sosterek flips it across, inside, all alone, Manfredo, no good. Great job by Bella Klobuchar getting over, and then Deshae Cochran ripping it away. 2 AMD newcomers with outstanding plays there. Cochran gets it in. That's to Davis. Davis over the divide. Avery Davis, top of the key. Davis at the foul line. Pocket pick. That's by Black. Black up ahead. That's Skylar Still reeling it in. Still kicks it back out. Black step back triple in. Black off the mark. Rebound grabbed underneath by Still. Puts it up and in. Skylar Still up to 4. 20-point AMD advantage. 3:54 remaining here in the half. There's Davis. Davis, step back three, off the mark again, rebound London Creech. Creech back the other way in transition, coast to coast. Creech off the window, no good. Rebound, pinballs out of bounds off the hands of Black, and it's going to be AMD basketball. As here's Avery Davis over the divider. Davis screened by Harger. Davis drives in. Davis knocked off the ball, but done illegally. .307 remaining here in the half. 61-41, AMD on top, inbound to Harger. Harger out to Bella Klobuchar, knocked away by Still, but steps on the boundary. Brianna Dawson, the trigger once more. Gets it in, Avery Davis. Davis gets the screen by Dawson. Up top, there's Harger. Harger back to Bella Klobuchar. Klobuchar to Davis. Davis drives in. Davis, and there's the tie-up. And it's going to stay with AMD as time continues to tick off.
Very low-scoring couple of minutes for both of these teams.
Inbound Harger. Harger, top of the key. Harger has it knocked away by Sesteric. As ball pops free, and there goes London Creech. Creech the other way. Off her foot and not out of bounds as Creech is able to save it. Far side Black. Up top Mia Sesteric. Sesteric inside. Creech off the glass, no good. As she comes up short, back outside. Black with the triple. That one too long. Rebound, kicks free to Sesteric. And a little handsy was Bella Klobuchar.
And that'll send, I believe, Cochran to the free throw line.
And puts Sesteric there, actually.
Sesteric, yep. Wrong team.
Either way, talented young freshman at the line. Sesteric off the mark, won't get another. Rebound, Dawson. Back the other way, Davis. Davis, there is Cochran off the glass and in.
I was foreshadowing.
You knew what was coming, Jose.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
63-41, AMD on top with 1:22 remaining in the half. Outside, Olzak with the triple, no good. Rebound, London Creech. Creech puts it back up, no good. Rebound loose underneath, and it pinballs out of bounds. Going to stay with Lee Supply, and Lee Supply, the area's leader in sales of piping and plumbing systems for nearly 60 years. Family-owned and operated business, as Lee Supply back on the board with Olzak for two more. 20-point lead for AMD, under a minute remaining. There goes Avery Davis up, she's fouled. Davis, all 12 points in the first half for her.
And all from the three-point land.
Davis, Western PA Bruin, also a track athlete, cross-country runner at GCC, is true on the first one, give her 13.
AMD found another gem at the end of the first round. Mind you, that's where they usually are picking, is at the end of the first round. They still find a way to find incredible talent.
8 in her first game, 14 here tonight for Avery Davis, as there goes Creech down the lane, puts it up, and Creech is fouled, and one opportunity. Double digits now for London Creech. Creech is 2 for 4 from the stripe. And an old school three-point play for London Creech gives her 11, leads at 19 for AMD, 20-point half for Lee Supply. AMD's added 22 to their total. As Avery Davis looks content to dribble it out and push AMD to 2-0 on the season. Leading the way was Mallory Daly with 19. As adding 14 was Davis, 12 for Eden Williamson, and 10 for Grotto, 65-46 AMD on top. That's your final score here in this one, with AMD victorious over Lee Supply, 11 for Creech and 10 for Rachel Manfredo. But AMD 2-0, their title defense is off to the right direction here in this season. Any final thoughts, buddy?
Just one of those deals. AMD continues to roll. You never know. Every season we're always wondering, is this the year AMD regresses at all? Is this the year where, they have maybe 3 or 4 losses and they're not the favorite to win the championship? And every single night they just continue to prove why they are the cream of the crop here in the girls division.
So far, so good for AMD. They're victorious here in this one, 65-46, as AMD goes to 2-0. Game number 2 coming up right here on MVI Live. If you're sticking around, we can't wait to have you back. If not, have a great rest of your Thursday, everybody. Your final score of Game 1, AMD 65, Lee Supply 46.